Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some, I would consider these baked goods, baked goods from Trader Joe's. We have the Petit Fours Mousse Cakes.
And I have the Chocolatey Dipped Danish Cookies.
So the mousse cakes are, it's a 7-ounce, 198-gram package, and it was $4.99.
Mine is 8.46 ounces or 240 grams.
And it was $5.99.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to be trying the Petit Fours Mousse Cakes first.
Mine look fancier though.
Oh, well.
The cookies do.
Mine look like fudge, honestly.
They do look like fudge. When I saw them when you put them in the buggy, I thought they
look like fudge. It's one serving, one container, 198 grams. Is it says one serving per container. It says.
I know that's what it says.
One serving per container. One container. And then literally, I take pictures, the pictures.
Oh, well, but look, it says per piece is this and per container.
Okay, so it says.
It's weird how it's written.
It's weird how it's written. It really is. It's 140 calories per piece or 1,250 calories for the whole container.
So does that mean, that probably means all the other numbers are based on the full container?
I don't know. I don't know. You know
it's
what?
It's just written weird.
I leave that to you all to look
you
at.
Gotta figure it out.
You look at the end of the video and you figure it out what you need to figure out because we're just telling you, and that looks like a perfect little Petit Fours. We're just telling you what we can tell you. And because I have people occasionally that are new to the channel and they'll say, oh, I wish you would talk about carbs, or I wish you would mention how much salt, or I wish you,
occasionally we do, but not very often.
No, I put pictures always at the end of the video. That way you can get ready to pause it and you can look at whatever is important to you.
Yeah, you calculate whatever you want to calculate.
Calories is kind of something that I figure everybody cares about and that I can mention, and it's easy and quick, but everything else is at the end of the video.
Cares about it.
Not everybody. Okay. So we have a chocolate, let's see, vanilla. Let's do vanilla first. We have 3 types of cake here. We're going to be trying the vanilla cake layered with vanilla mousse and enrobed in a vanilla coating and topped with pearl sugar. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
The difference between this and the Petit Fours we buy at the bakery, these are like a coating, a chocolatey coating or whatever, a coating. We buy Petit Fours that are buttercream.
Yeah, our Petit Fours.
These are coated with some kind of like coating, a chocolate or whatever.
They're, well, the first ingredient is sugar and powdered sugar. And then it says white chocolatey coating.
Yeah.
So it's not chocolate.
No.
It's but.
I do like that flavor though.
Compared to a bakery, you cannot compare this to a bakery, like a real bakery Petit Fours. This would be more like your store bakery, like your Walmart bakery, your Kroger bakery.
They're not buttercream Petit Fours.
Right. This is not. Yeah. This is not like the high standards that a bakery has as far as the flavor goes, because that cake at a bakery, you taste that delicious, rich cake. This is really good.
I did like the vanilla quite a bit. It was actually really nice.
I like the vanilla too. Just don't try to compare it.
Yeah.
I do think it is a nice vanilla cake. Very, very sweet.
I like it that the cake is not dry either. So when you're eating it, it's not a really dried out piece of cake. Like there's another brand they sell in a box. They might be bites of little cake that are dry and dense and almost
Are you talking about cake bites?
They're bites of cake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those aren't good.
Those are not good at all.
Yeah,
these are actually really good and really fresh and stuff like that. So
yes,
no comparison.
No comparison to cake bites. No comparison. Those are like even like kind of dense and you're rubbery and this
is really good.
This is like real cake.
Yeah.
That's not can't even compare it.
But that's the closest thing I can think of to that.
No, that's a good comparison. Okay, now we have just the chocolate.
This one?
Yes.
So what's the other one?
Coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be caramel.
It kind of looks like caramel, but then
I
it's
thought
got
it would
those
have been
little.
like salty caramel or something.
Caramel.
But it is chocolate cake layered with chocolate mousse and enrobed in a dark chocolatey coating. It's pretty.
Yeah. I want to see if the first thing you thought was what I thought.
Hostess.
Hostess cupcake or whatever.
It tastes just like a Hostess.
A ho-ho or a ding-dong
And
or
it's
whatever.
that same dark chocolate.
Yeah. They actually ended up being a little different, but right at first, when you're first sticking in your mouth, that chocolate on the outside is like, a Hostess cupcake or something.
I think the dark chocolate is stronger than an
It
Hostess.
is. It is.
Yeah. It is a very, very strong dark chocolate. But it is a snack cake chocolate.
It is.
It's not like you're getting a real bar of dark chocolate.
No.
It's a snack cake dark chocolate,
it is.
which is a very specific flavor, and that's exactly what that is.
Not bad.
But I like the vanilla better.
I like the vanilla better.
Vanilla
I would
is
rather
really
have a whole
sweet.
container of vanilla than that. But
Okay, now the last one is the coffee.
coffee.
It's chocolate cake layered with coffee mousse and enrobed in a mocha coating and topped with dark chocolate pieces. It's pretty again.
They did do a really good job of frosting them. The mousse on the end, the top layer is like a mousse. That's a really nice flavor. It is a little darker, like a darker. It's a little bitter coffee flavor, but
I love that coffee.
it is nice.
But there's so much sweetness there.
Yeah, it tastes like you've got a creamered sweetened coffee.
I love that. That's my favorite one. I like the coffee number one, the vanilla number two, and somebody else can eat all the chocolate ones. I mean, the chocolate ones, they're not bad, like quality. It's that snack cake chocolate.
Yeah.
Which I don't buy ever.
Honestly, I would eat all the vanilla ones out of there and not eat any of the rest
And
of them.
I could have the
And you could have
coffee.
the other ones.
So there's what, 3? Yeah, you're getting 3 of each flavor. I do think that's a good collection to buy. And I
The
love
coffee's
it.
a little strong for me, and I like strong coffee, but that's a little.
I love it when you can buy a package like this where it's a variety pack instead of getting all one thing. Like, that's my biggest
I wish they'd sell it both ways, because now I know I like the vanillas a lot and not the other ones. So I would rather just go buy a whole package of vanilla now that I know. But it's nice that they gave you the variety at first.
Right. But that's my biggest issue with, I was going to say, like Sam's Club or Costco.
Especially
because
them.
you get these huge trays of one flavor, and it's like, give me all the flavors. I want to try all of them.
Yeah.
Now, they do have a cookie platter that's a mixture of cookies. But as far as like the muffins and all that stuff, I would have tried all
Huge
of them.
muffins.
And it's like, give
They're
me
all
an
blueberry.
assortment, you know? Okay, so I'm glad for the assortment. This is also an assortment, so I thought this was totally cool. This is the Chocolatey Dipped Danish Cookies, and it says you get 2 cocoa cream top, 2 coconut macaroons, and 2 almond triangles. I want to save the almond triangles for last, because I just know that I'm going to like those. Okay. Okay, so you get 2 of these.
Well, they're big.
You know what those remind me of? Those
Pinwheels.
Pinwheels. That's it. Pinwheels.
Except the cookie on the bottom's bigger.
And then here's the coconut. And then here's your almond.
Square. Your triangle.
Triangle. Yeah, it's not a square. It's a triangle. Okay.
I'm back in kindergarten.
Okay, let's do the chocolate one first. So the cocoa cream top.
It looks like they have a.
It seems like it would have
It
marshmallow.
looks like raspberry.
Oh.
The little dried.
Wow,
bread.
that looks like a whipped chocolate on the
It is
inside.
on me.
It says 6 servings, 1 piece is 40 grams, it's 190 calories.
I think a fourth would be enough. Not marshmallow.
No.
I was expecting that base to be like a really crunchy cookie. It's not.
No. It is
That's
the
really good.
texture. I don't know the name of them, but it's the exact texture of those German cookies that you get. They're round, and I love them.
They're crispy on the outside.
Yes.
Like a shell.
Yes.
And then they like collapse.
Yes, and then you eat them, and you don't know what you're in for. You're
Yeah.
in for a delight. but they're round and they're from Germany, and they come out mainly at Christmas.
Oh, it's not Stalin.
No, but I don't remember the name of it. But anyway, that's the texture of the base of that, which was completely, like you said, unexpected.
Yeah, you bite into it and it's got this like hard shell on the outside, not hard, but crunchier shell. And then you bite through it and it's like, it just like turns to squishy stuff.
But the flavor, the whole flavor of it is just different. It tastes nothing like a chocolate snack cake.
No.
I'm trying to figure out what I would compare the chocolate cream to.
It's like a mousse, like a chocolate mousse. It's not as thick as a ganache, but it's
I think
whipped up mousse.
Between the texture and the chocolate flavor, it's a really nice cake. And that surprised me that I like it that much. I just wasn't expecting it to like it that much.
Right.
But it's all about that texture too. And it's really nice.
I don't know what the little red things are on top.
Okay, now we have the coconut macaroons.
These look good.
Those are freeze-dried raspberries.
Okay, you don't taste them though.
No, at least not with everything else. The chocolate is so strong you just don't. But those are supposed to be freeze-dried raspberries.
Oh, look at the amount of coconut in that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a big old hunk of coconut.
Yeah.
That's a lot of coconut.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice though, and this is gonna sound bad to some people, but it's really not. It's almost wet.
Yeah, where they kind of mush it together.
Yeah, it tastes, it feels texture-wise like wet coconut.
It's not as sweet as the first one was. The chocolate one was sweeter, but that has a really nice coconut flavor, and then you get the hunks of the flakes of coconut.
That's all it is. It's like loose flakes. Somehow they have gotten it to stay together. But it really does remind you, like if you were at home and you just threw some sweetened coconut into a bowl and you put some syrup or something in there to get it to stay together and dipped it in chocolate. That's what it seems like, because it's loose coconut. It's not really dense like those flat candy
bars.
Like the bars. Yeah. I do like the texture and everything.
Yeah, the bars from Mexico is what she's talking about. The ones that are the color bars,
which are good.
They're really good. I love those, but those are more packed and compressed. This is more loose, like you said, kind of loose coconut flakes. It's really good.
Okay, now
it's just not overly sweet, so just know that.
This is the almond triangle.
Yeah, I'm curious what this is going to be. I'll cut it in half.
Oh, like the texture?
It's really soft.
Oh,
looks like a pie almost. Do you want me to cut that in half, or you want to?
No, I want this whole half.
It looks like almost like a marzipan or a pecan pie. It looks like marzipan in there, doesn't it?
It's not though.
No. It has a different flavor. I don't necessarily care for that one.
I'm getting the almond, but it's a very slight almond.
Yeah, like the little cherry flavor you mean? It's not a real nutty.
No, it's just almond.
Yeah, it's just really the actual almond nut.
That
I don't like that one.
If it's supposed to be our marzipan, then it's not like. I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is either, because it's not that same texture.
No, it's not. No.
It just looked like
this honestly is my least favorite of the whole box.
It's definitely my least favorite. It's very, very, very plain.
Yes, it doesn't have much flavor at all. The texture of it isn't bad, but it's kind of
mushy,
sticky, mushy and sticky is how I would. Yeah, it's nice though to have the chocolate on the outside because you have something to hold.
Yeah,
and so that's really nice. It's not that it's bad, it's just so plain. And I really hoped that they would put some almond flavoring in there, and I don't think they did. No, I think the only almond
they couldn't have added almond flavoring.
No.
Because it's too plain.
It's too plain. The only almond that they put was on top, and I think that's where it's missing the mark, is I think it needed some, just because we know that just a pinch goes a long way with the almond flavoring, but that's what it's missing is some almond flavoring.
If I bought this box again, I wouldn't even eat those. Those would stay in the box.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, it really, because I told you I was looking forward to that.
Either one of the other two are good. Just know the macaron is not very sweet. We've had plenty of them that were really sweet too. This one's just not that sweet. The chocolate one I like probably the best.
I do too.
And it's not an overly sweet cookie either, but it is good.
Which is surprising, because looking at those, I would have thought, oh, I would have gone the exact opposite. No. Just if I was guessing. But truly, if you only have the money for one of these,
skip those cookies.
I would get the Petit Fours.
Yeah, for sure get the Petit Fours.
Yeah, I would get the Petit Fours.
Because they all have a really good flavor.
They're really nice. But if you do just happen to be having a get together, you know, if you have the sorority coming over or something like that, you could get a box of these and a box of these and lay them all out on a tray or something like that, and you're going to have a lot of little desserts.
Some of like those little triangles, those are the ones they're going to take a bite of and leave the rest of it on the plate.
Yeah, because they're going to be like, that is not worth eating. That's not worth the calories.
No.
That's
what I would do if I was at a work gathering and they had those cookies. I would have taken one bite and go,
I'll go back and get something else. I'll go choose something else off that tray. Yeah, truly, it's unfortunate, but that's not worth it. So, but I hope that this helps you out when you go to Trader Joe's. You have to get there soon, because a lot of times
they were busy.
They get these things in and then they're gone. They were busy, and it was on a weird day in the week, and they were busy.
But they did have one really big display up front in our Trader Joe's. Almost right as you come in the door, a big display of almost all their Christmas stuff was on that display.
Now, these weren't. These were on the back.
No, like I said, almost everything.
These were on the bakery table.
It's nice that they did put a lot of their Christmas stuff up front.
Because they've never done that.
No, but then you do have to go through the store and get like bakery stuff in different areas. And so just know it's not all up front. But it was nice that they put a bunch of it up front.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.